We have some three-team trade breaking news to kick off the week as the Clippers, Jazz, and Heat have agreed to a trade that's going to send Norman Powell from LA to Miami, John Collins from Utah to Los Angeles, and Kevin Love, Kyle Anderson, and a 2027 Clippers second-round pick to the Utah Jazz. So I'm going to break down all three sides, starting things off with the Miami Heat. Norman Powell is a dynamic scorer, and the Heat could use another one of those. Now they have Terry Rozier in that role, but Norman Powell is definitely a huge upgrade over Terry, and they're just giving up Kevin Love and Kyle Anderson in the process. So as far as the role players and assets on the roster that they're giving up, this can be a major upgrade. The Miami Heat, too, see that weak Eastern Conference, and now they have an offensive core of Tyler Hero, Norman Powell, and Bam Adebayo that can absolutely win you some games, and Norman Powell can light it up. He was arguably one of the bigger all-star snubs last year. Then for the Clippers, they're keeping the same core. They re-signed James Harden. Obviously, Kawhi Leonard and a lot of the other pieces are going to be back, but since they didn't get out of the first round last year, they're going to make a minor shakeup, and that is exchanging Norman Powell essentially for John Collins. And John Collins could be a perfect fit in the Clippers offense because James Harden is one of the best pick and roll players of this past century. Him and Zubac have worked so well in the pick and roll, and now with John Collins, you're getting an athletic lob threat that could be definitely a great pick and roll partner with James Harden. John Collins had his best seasons when he was paired up with another great pick and roll ball handler in Atlanta with Trae Young, and now it's going to be the same. They can give the Clippers a dynamic lob threat. So the Heat are going to get an offensive upgrade with Norman Powell. He could be an elite shot creator. The Clippers are going to get an athletic lob threat to pair with James Harden in the pick and roll game. And for Utah, they have John Collins' expiring contract. He was owed over $26 million this year, so they're going to essentially turn that into the 2027 Clippers second round pick. I don't know if they're going to keep Kevin Love. Probably not. He's probably not going to want to be in Utah for what maybe could be his last year. Kyle Anderson, he could easily be flipped as well, but essentially Utah is trading an expiring contract for a second round pick, so they're getting something out of it at least. But Norm Powell to Miami, John Collins to LA in a three-team trade.